Hi everyone. We've already had one of our stimulants. It's been legal forever, but in New York now they have legalized weed. 420 blaze it.
New York, baby.
Woo!
Love the Big Apple. The Windy City. New York.
Yeah.
It's the 6.
I've come here to legalize weed. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm
Seinfeld?
sorry. God.
Was that supposed to be Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was
It was
that?
like-
That was extremely good Seinfeld. No,
Yeah.
I got that.
Okay.
Plus with legalized
It was
weed. There we go.
It was supposed to be Cuomo, and it turned into
okay.
Seinfeld. I don't know what the fuck.
I mean, they're the same guy, right?
Mhm.
Basically.
They both killed a lot
Yeah.
of
I'm
people.
pretty sure.
And they're both
Yeah.
sexual predators. So
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, fucking, who knew that, like, all it took to legalize weed was fucking Cuomo getting Me Too'd and, like, killing a bunch of old people?
Yeah.
Yeah, kill off the
I
majority
guess, like,
of the
all
population
politicians
opposed
should
to
do
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all
what
it
kind of
took.
accelerationism is it where that's what I believe in for, affecting social change? It's like, well, yeah, obviously we just need all our politicians to be sex offenders and also murder the elderly, and then that'll lead to communist utopia.
Oh,
obviously.
I think you're thinking of fascism.
I think that might be fascism, actually. Damn it.
That is.
Damn it, I've
Yep.
just invented fascism again.
Bo, you keep inventing fascism every episode. We gotta edit it
I don't
out
know how
every
it keeps
time.
happening.
this just in: Bo invents fascism tonight at 10.
I mean, you do have a German last name or
Uh.
something, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a given at a certain point.
Yeah.
Well, neat. Weed is legal. And with that comes now to talk about the really cool serious shit. An expungement
Expungement.
now comes with getting
Expungement,
rid
yes.
of a lot of weed related charges, which are pretty much like what the NYPD has admitted they just tack on to shit to
Mhm.
get poor and mainly black people in trouble for no reason.
Right.
So
I mean, that's
also
great.
a W.
Is that a?
Like, what?
Is that in the bill?
Yeah. What is the situation? Because in California, it's bullshit over here
Yeah.
with weed legalization.
So from what I understand, that is the case. Now I'm no lawyer. I'm no big city lawyer type.
You're just a
alright?
country
But,
lawyer.
I just may be some simple country lawyer. Indeed, but I think so. Yeah, let me fucking Google this. We're getting a live
Okay, I just did.
Dolphin Garage.
Yeah, here I've got a link for you
Fact
from The
finding.
Verge.
Okay, here we go.
section. Cool.
All
Um,
right, this is from The Verge. With legalization of marijuana in New York will expunge prior convictions. New Yorkers now can carry up to 3 ounces of cannabis of 24 grams of concentrates like oils and store up to 5 pounds at home.
Wow,
People
5
with-
pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot. I used to work at a dispensary.
That's
a
that Costco weed.
That is a lot of weed. So this doesn't go into huge amounts of detail, but it does sound already better than California's current plan, which is your record can be expunged if you are a nonviolent marijuana offender, but you have to
AKA a fucking nerd.
well, you have to get a lawyer to have to have your case seen again by a judge. More often than not, this judge is the same judge that puts you in jail, and the lawyer costs $9,000. And I don't know if you know this or not,
Oof.
but you are not allowed to make money in jail. So I don't know where you're gonna get that $9,000.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was gonna say that $9,000 that non-incarcerated Americans just have sitting around,
Right.
Normally.
So there are a few people doing pro bono work here in California for people like that, but also the people who are more likely in jail because of nonviolent drug offenses are black and Mexican. Like, just kind of weird how that worked out here in California. But I'm glad that New York sounds like they're doing just slightly better.
And also, don't they just tack on
they're-
violence to any offense if there's any remotely conceivable reason to do so?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't essentially, like follow the officer's telepathic instructions to the letter, yeah, I mean, they can fucking, manufacture something.
I mean,
resisting arrest.
I mean, you could just say if you're black or brown, like that. According to most police, that just means that you're already resisting arrest.
Right.
You have an entire atom bomb in your pocket. Like, what are you talking? They had to stop you. You were a terrorist.
The cop that arrests you breaks out like a phrenology chart and is like, "Well, you see, by the cranial folds here and here, the subject was obviously going to do all sorts of violence at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So really,
I'm a hero.
It's a good thing we got out ahead of this.
I'm a hero and the victim here because everyone's mad at me.
Yeah.
But I stopped him.
Yeah, let me get my calipers out real quick. Oh yes, this man clearly had a grenade in his pocket.
Yep.
And that's how the LAPD works.
Fuck.
But so, way to go, everyone
God.
Everyone in New York is now going to have annoying weed culture like we have in in Colorado and California now, where people are going to have weed weddings and
oh no,
they call them bud tenders.
Can you imagine once we end up legalizing in 2045 or something, like how fucking terrible that's going to be here in Texas?
If
fucking Whataburger's gonna have some fucking tie-in where it's like, oh yeah, show your fucking thing for a honey butter chicken biscuit at the dispensary and get a thing for another honey butter chicken biscuit. I don't know.
I'm very glad that a lot of my friends are poor and can't afford weddings right now, because if I go to a wedding and there is it's like a weed themed wedding, and I have a few friends that I think might actually do that, I'm not gonna go. I might even I might be like the best man or the boy of honor, but I'm not going.
Well, I just don't even know who's doing weddings. I've been to one wedding in probably the last 20 years, and it was in the last year probably, and the entire time I just spent there being like, okay, I'm too poor for this.
I mean, I like a good wedding because I'm a sap.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also know a lot of straight people. Plus, I like free food and free booze, so I don't mind that.
Yeah, I really like an open bar. So
it's true. I don't know.
That's
the
why
big
I go to
thing for
weddings.
me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Charlie, and the straight people are probably trans.
Who are I'm not sure I actually know any straight people.
I was gonna
now
say
that we're talking about it.
Charlie, knower of not unknown of straights. She doesn't know.
Yeah. I think if I hung around them again, I'd be like, whoa. It's like earlier today when watching a movie, my partner Kennedy just made a joke about a mirror breaking and how that's 7 years of bad luck, and I had this moment where I'm just like, wow, that's been out of my cultural consciousness for 20 years. That's probably the kind of thing straight people would do. But no offense to Kennedy.
Well, because you love her.
Well, yeah, I love them, and they're not remotely straight.
No, I know.
I'm just saying, it's just
they're very gay.
Entire cultural consciousness. I don't know what's going on, and that's the closest
example
example
I have. Yeah, wearing shoes in bed, fucking gender reveal parties, that kind of shit. Yeah, it's just all.
Hey, at least if they're doing fucking weed weddings, they might reduce the fatalities of the gender reveal parties.
That's true. Oh, gender reveal weed wedding. It's a weed gender reveal. If the smoke is blue, it's a boy. If the smoke is pink, it's a girl.
No.
Just trying to blow smoke genitals to indicate the shape of the child.
Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Psychic Dolphin Garage. I'm Bo, he, him.
I'm Dennis, he, them.
I'm Charlie, she, her.
And this week we're joined by our buddy Caleb, aka ASMRxist. What's up, pal?
Hey, I am Caleb, he, them.
Yay.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, we got some good shit on the docket this week.
Mm-hmm.
It was a normal week. Not to do bullshit work ass small talk, but did this shit feel like it lasted? The rest of March went by in a fucking heartbeat, and this last week took ages.
Yeah, I mean,
is that just me not smoking weed or not eating a bunch of edibles, unlike I have for the rest of the fucking month.
I was gonna say a lot of it
Because I have been doing that all month and it's been great.
I felt like maybe the week slowed down for me because I got my first vaccination.
Yes,
but I
was about to say that.
I feel like I can't blame it on that because everyone felt that way. Not everyone was vaccinated.
No, like everyone in my house got vaccinated this month toward the end, and we've just all been sick off it for 4 days at a time, and so it just feels like this has been a hell of a long 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good after it. It's just my arm felt really bad. I didn't feel sick. I felt sleepy the first day, but my arm felt really
Yeah.
bad.
Oh god, we were all fucked up for days.
Mm-hmm. But
oh yeah, no, I had the same problem as you, Dennis. Just my arm was like cement.
Yeah, just
it's all microchips.
Yeah, it's all the microchips.
Bill Gates put them in there.
But
I will say, we when we went and got my partner Jack vaccinated the other day, it was across the street from a place called Microchip Incorporated. It was very good.
There you go. Bill Gates was sitting in there filling up syringes himself.
See,
because that's what he does these days.
Yeah,
he's just doing it all by himself.
He just had a big
Yeah, he's just like, fuck, there's a lot of vaccines. Why did I agree to do this? I'm Bill Gates.
Let me go back to the foreskins.
Those are spot on Bill Gates impressions.
But I love
I've seen Nathan for you,
I love the train of thought though that it's like, oh yeah, why would I want to feel potentially sick from this vaccine when I could just chance it and not catch COVID? It's like, or you could die from COVID. You're not gonna die from the vaccine.
Yet.
Unless you have a horrific reaction to it, but that is extremely rare.
Even the people who've had bad reactions to it, it's just a skin reaction. They get hives.
Well, and they make you sit for 30 minutes after you get it to just check if you get a reaction or not, because they're just desperate to make sure. No, it's so they can, if you have the reaction, they can take you into the back room and put you down kindly, so that you don't tell anyone.
You just old yeller you.
I really love all those videos, the fake ones of people having horrible convulsions that apparently have been around for years and get trotted out every time flu season rolls around. But this time they were like, oh yeah, this is the one. Can't fucking wait to bust these out. So
I didn't know this was a thing. They just have videos of people convulsing in the doctor's office.
Sucks. Yeah, it's. I think if I remember correctly, it's people being treated for a condition that causes that. I forget what it is exactly.
Epilepsy.
I don't want to fucking. Yeah, I don't want to fucking guess at it and say the wrong thing.
Oh, okay, well I did. My bad.
Oops.
But yeah,
whoops.
Fucking yeah, it's very funny. It's very funny and cool that's just where we're at with regards to medical health in this country.
Right. You know what's not funny and cool regarding medical health in this country? God, look, I'm so good. I'm just like Zach.
What's that, Dennis?
This is amazing.
Amazon has to apologize and has apologized for wrongly denying drivers need to urinate in bottles, and the BBC conveniently leaves this out, and also shit in bags. Their drivers.
Yeah.
Thank you, BBC. No writer, at least one that I can see here. Amazon has apologized to a U.S. politician for falsely denying that drivers are at times forced to urinate in plastic bottles and shit in bags. Mark Pocan, a Democrat from Wisconsin, referenced Amazon making, quote, workers urinate in water bottles in a tweet. The official Amazon Twitter account then replied, if that were true, nobody would work for us. The company has now apologized after evidence emerged of drivers having to urinate in bottles. And guess where that evidence came from? Our good friend, hopefully one day friend of the show, Ken Klippenstein.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, that Intercept article is really good.
That's terrible.
Did
Ken Klippenstein just receive pictures of urine and shit
Yes.
bottles?
Yes.
Oh no.
But also an internal memo where there was some sort of higher up who had a memo go to people who had to inspect the trucks, because all the trucks have to be inspected, to look specifically for water bottles with urine and bags with fecal matter in them.
God.
Yeah, I have a copy of
the stop shitting in the trucks email.
Mhm.
Yeah, hello, this evening an associate discovered human feces in an Amazon bag that was returned to station by a driver. This is the third occasion in the last 2 months when bags have been returned to the station with poop inside. We understand that DA's, delivery associates,
delivery
I believe,
associates.
Just
may
say
have
deliverer
emergencies.
drivers. Jesus.
No, but they have
Yeah,
to call them
sorry.
associates, right?
No, I know. It's that dumb corporate thing
Well,
that
like-
enrages me to no end.
Excuse
of, like,
me, I was a
oh yeah, these aren't employees. These are associates.
I was a sandwich artist for 10 years, and you can't take that away from me.
That's different.
I wouldn't
That's different,
dream of
Charlie.
taking that
You
away
were
from you,
creating
Charlie.
art.
Yeah, which is not
sandwich
to be
is my
respected, for the
art.
record.
Yeah, this is America. We don't respect
Ooh.
art.
No.
Yeah,
but
thanks
yeah, so
Jen
the rest of the
Snyder of Amazon
statement?
Logistics.
God.
But I will let
Yeah.
you know that friend of the show, Alexander Edward, who is a union driver, has made it known that he has never once had to shit in a bag or piss in a bottle.
That's because they got
because-
boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's because he's allowed to just go on a break if he wanted to.
That is true. It is a good thing.
I actually
Yeah.
I
do
don't actually
know.
want to minimize that. That's right. That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually do know. It's a story I've been told of a gay UPS driver who would take advantage of the breaks, the union breaks that he got to change his route and have sex with people.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's cool as shit.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. I
Like-
love that.
you're on Grindr, you see someone, you're like, well, I'm gonna change my route.
And
Boss
then you
makes
pull
a
up,
dollar,
like,
I
hey,
make
your
a dime.
package is here.
Yeah, and it's,
that's why I fucking lay pipe on company time.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, you should see what
Exactly.
the plumbers do.
Thank you.
I'm not saying any of them, but the phrase "What can Brown do for you?" is going through my head over and over again at each new thing we say.
well, I mean, hey, what can Brown do for me?
God.
Apparently, Brown can do a whole lot these days.
Jesus.
All right, so Bo, can you tell me what's trending?
Yeah, so it's you know, stuff. There's stuff going on.
Are you
in
gonna-
this great country of ours?
Are you gonna look at the
that we
docket?
know and love? No, I've never read a fucking thing in my life. You know this. No.
Well,
So we are in week 4 now of the fucking Derek Chauvin trial. You know, obviously, following up on his murder. I mean, you know, fucking, I'm not a fucking fake ass journalist. I can say, like, yeah, that's a pretty clear cut and dry, not alleged fucking whatever, of George Floyd.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if y'all have, like, you know, y'all being my co-hosts and the listener have been following it super closely, but goddamn, just the testimony coming out of it is predictably really fucking heartbreaking.
yeah,
And yeah, I hope this pig fries. I know he's not gonna, but
Yeah,
goddamn.
almost certainly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't
It
want to
feels-
not have hope yet, but also I have no.
right. It
Yeah.
feels
Mhm.
bad because it's been 4 weeks and it's like, I don't know. It kind of seems cut and dry to me, but you know, they, like, the defense has to create this very long narrative of him, you know, protecting himself, Derek Chauvin protecting himself and, you know, doing the right thing, and he was a stressed man, and, you know, all these other things, all this other bullshit.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I'm stressed out, normally what I do is, you know, kneel on someone's windpipe until they die. Like, that's, you know,
Mhm.
a normal thing to do.
Yeah. It's a completely
yeah.
normal human thing to do.
Yep.
That's where we're at in this country. And not just this country either. Turns out, you know, it's not some, but in fact, all cops are bastards.
Yeah.
Both here and abroad.
Anywhere you
Mhm.
say.
Case in point being a 36-year-old Salvadoran mother killed by Mexican police. Yeah, this is kind of where you know they're at there right now. In Tulum, this happened. You know, city of Mexico. It's a really similar case because essentially there's video footage of her on the ground, handcuffed. You know,
And
fucking
the cop
being
kneeling
held by officers.
and the cop kneeling on her neck. It's
Yep.
almost as if
Yeah.
it's almost as if this is a move meant to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It's almost as if like these guys are like good at killing people because it's their job.
Yeah.
You know,
This is a
like to violently destroy working people for the sake of the state.
this is a quote
It's not great
quote
what they're
from
doing.
quote from WSWS, that's the World Socialist website. The 4 officers involved in Salazar's death have been fired and taken into custody. They're accused of using disproportionate force and committing femicide, a formal charge under Mexican law. Well, at least there is that amount of accountability.
Well, I would say, wow, fired
Yeah,
and taken
also,
into custody. Jesus, that's great.
Yeah, it should be noted too that the president of Mexico, AMLO, if y'all aren't familiar with him, he's essentially, I mean, I've heard him kind of summed up as like Mexico's Bernie, which I haven't looked into enough to confirm or deny.
It's more or less that kind of center left.
Yeah.
Which fucking rad, great. Yeah, he responded basically saying that Salazar, the victim, was brutally treated and murdered. Which, I mean, fucking, I don't remember if Trump spoke on George Floyd's murder at all around that point in time, because fuck, I don't remember anything from March of last year. But I'm sure if there was anything, it probably wasn't good.
I believe some of the stuff that he was saying was that there was good and bad people on both sides or something like that. So,
yeah.
anyway,
God.
Jeez.
Anyway, yeah. Obviously, this is just as fucking heartbreaking as anything else. But like, I don't know. At least like in this case, there's some sort of sense of responsibility or anything.
It's specifically femicide too, which is a formal charge in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, because of the amount of women that are killed in Mexico specifically.
Yeah.
Like, so it is like femicide is not like it's a thing here, but like that's not a formal charge that you could be that could be charged against you.
Right.
But
But
violence against women, never heard of it.
Right, but they also
especially not in
Not
regards to
once.
the police.
yeah. They also note that femicide is like specifically a sex-based hate crime, intentionally killing a woman or girl because they're a woman or girl. Like it. That doesn't quite fit as a charge for what happened here. So,
well, I guess that's why
I'm not sure how that actually. I'm not sure. I'm no expert on their legal system, so I don't know how that actually affects things. But is that
assume,
worse? Is that less? Is it?
I assume they have to get charged with it formally afterwards, and I guess we'll find out. We'll keep an eye on this one. I'm actually very interested in this story because I am just surprised that there's any level of accountability against cops at all anywhere in the world.
Also,
Yeah,
interestingly, WSWS here cites. I don't know if I'm missing something here in the article, but they spoke to a guy. Carlos is the only name given. A supporter and student in Mexico told the WSWS. So, either a supporter of Victoria or a supporter of the website. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but,
it is a little unclear from that. Yeah.
Yeah. But interestingly makes the case that actually, ruling this as femicide is kind of a mischaracterization, since it's not a hate crime of her being a woman. It is she's a victim of societal conditions that expose the international working class to the apparatuses of repression of the bourgeois state.
Right.
And essentially the take is somewhat that they are pinkwashing this murder.
Interesting.
Right.
Which I get.
Using
I
identity
absolutely,
politics to using identity politics to obscure
that's a
class
valuable
politics.
analysis.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yep. Because we don't really know anything about Salazar, like what she did, why she was, why she's even like detained at all. And I suppose we'll just learn more about that as this story unfolds. Interesting.
Right. And I have one last question about it, just about something you said. You classified AMLO as Mexico's Bernie, and I always thought AMLO was basically Mexico's Biden. Am I?
No, AMLO is like more or less considered center left.
Yeah, he's like a slightly more like quote unquote populist candidate
Okay.
or president, I guess. Yeah.
And then, of course,
Okay,
this is in.
I guess I just don't hear anything good coming from this guy at this point. I remember, like, during the campaign, that's what happened. But I'm like, isn't he just killing shitloads of people with COVID and not doing anything? There was something else in this article about a Hugs Not Bullets campaign that just sounds like garbage to me.
Right.
Just
I
on
mean,
its face.
I mean, he's definitely not good, but I also think that Bernie in this situation might have not been the best president either.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, the best president is fucking, I don't know, like, some fucking
Fidel
tanky
Castro.
cat girl that runs a Facebook group.
The ghost.
Like,
True.
just, like, cancel work day one.
The ghost of Fidel Castro.
But since we don't live in paradise, a tanky cat girl who is also Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
But since we don't live in that blessed timeline, I mean, shit, I would settle for AMLO. I would settle for Bernie.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
fucking-
you heard it
Not-
here, folks.
Not to.
What will we settle for?
Also, very similarly to the United States, the states in Mexico themselves also have certain amounts of sovereignty, and just like our states, their governors have not been very supportive.
Good old crappy
Wow,
federalism.
yeah.
Uh-huh. God, I love democracy.
Oh, so
Question
good.
mark?
So good.
So good.
Yeah, bourgeois democracy is totally cool.
I'm
It's great.
loving it. McDonald's.
Yep. Yep.
This episode brought to you by McDonald's.
Uh-huh.
God.
Fuck.
Speaking of
What's going on the other side of
what about
this
we've-
shit sandwich that is
Yeah.
us and our neighbors?
yeah, we talked about the US's pants. Let's talk about the US's hat now.
Because that's the way to understand geopolitics, is in not only just in reference to like the United States, but in reference to what article of clothing everything is to the United States.
Well,
Yeah.
wait, if
Like most of Central America beyond Mexico is like socks and shoes and stuff.
Yes.
I don't know.
well,
Fucking
wait, if
England
Mexico,
is like or the UK is like a fucking glove we're too lazy to put on. I don't know.
well, let's say no. If Mexico's the pants and Florida's the schlong, that implies we have our cock out.
Yeah. No. Yes. Charlie. Yes.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
it. I got it. No, I understand America now.
Yep. Yeah.
Cuba's the broken button that we
Ugh.
wish was back on, but they just keep.
Cuba pre-revolution was a cum sock. And we have since,
Oh.
the brave people of that island have since laundered it and broken away from
They're
getting cummed on, I guess.
yeah, they're the one sock
The
that
brave
just,
swimmers.
yeah, they're just that one sock that sort of just finds itself lost forever, but it's
It's like a
escaped.
Toy Story situation,
Yeah.
you know?
it escaped. It's
Yeah.
better. It's better off that way.
Yeah.
So
Escape the oppressions of
anyway.
bourgeois masturbation.
yeah, America's
Dear
hat,
God.
Canada, our little brother. They're apparently quite, according to this article by the Toronto Star, they're apparently upset that the U.S. is having a faster vaccination rollout than Canada, which is just really funny to me. I said earlier that I'm enjoying the Schadenfreude of seeing a bunch of Canadians very mad that the U.S. is doing something better than them, and it's like, yeah, your settler colonial state is doing something shittier than our settler colonial state. Wow, way to go! It's great, everyone.
What a massive reversal.
I know. God, I love whenever neoliberals like to say how much Canada is better because of like healthcare and things, and it's like, you all are actively part of a genocide right now.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
even subtle.
No, it's not. There are First Nations women like just missing, just gone.
Mhm.
They don't know what happened
No
to them.
explanation. Just yeah.
Anyway, so
It's just this article just seems like a bunch of like Canadian libs being mad that like U.S. libs are being smug at them on Twitter. Like literally the image for this article in the fucking Toronto Star is just a picture of dead-eyed Biden receiving a vaccine, I assume, is what I'm looking at. I don't know.
now that's his go-go
They're
juice.
gonna turn him into a cat girl.
Yeah. But
Yep.
but what am I seeing here? It's just like this entire article is like I actually I don't know, how is Canada doing in terms of people just dying en masse, because like we might have more vaccines, but like Did they
they
just take it more seriously?
So
I mean, they have had shutdowns since then, and they've been getting $2,000. They've been getting $2,000 every month.
well, then fine.
Or, like,
they're
up-
doing better than us. You can vaccinate slower because they're fine.
Yeah, they're doing. I mean, there are vulnerable populations that are not doing as well, like
Fair enough.
the First Nations. But in general, a majority of the population has been fine. Their number of deaths have been way smaller than ours. Canadians are just upset that they have to stay inside longer. I wish that we could just stay
I
inside
wish I was
longer.
receiving $2,000.
yeah, I
a month
wish
to
that
stay
we
inside.
stayed inside at all.
Uh-huh.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when fucking reactionaries are pissing and moaning, you know, about the lockdowns as they do, like, it's really funny because it's like, what fucking lockdowns did we have, my man?
yeah.
You know, fucking there was like a week last March where everybody was like, "Oh shit, guys, this is real serious," and then immediately after, it was just like, "Yeah, fucking go, you know, do whatever, go to the bar." who
Right,
cares?
there
Yeah,
was
do body
maximum,
shots.
like-
It's
So-
fine.
There was maximum
Yeah,
like
do some body
I'll-
shots off of someone you've never met.
There's maximum like 2 months this year where I couldn't go to Micro Center, which is honestly the number of months of the year I shouldn't be able to go to Micro Center as it is, because it should just be closed and they should be getting paid anyway.
You know,
Yeah, it looks like at least in Alberta, numbers are spiking again.
well, Alberta is also
Canada's Texas.
Yeah.
Alberta is just like a corporation in a trench coat.
in a
Truly.
in a Canadian trench coat, which just means that it's made out of denim.
Yeah, is that just like a giant denim jacket?
Oh yeah.
See, I've heard it when you wear a denim jacket and denim pants. I've heard it both as a Canadian tux and a Texas tux. So, you know, take your poison.
That's
Well, it
what
all
I'm saying.
depends on what the hat is.
Yeah.
So Texas,
Is it a
Texas would be
is it a Stetson or the ear flap guy?
so Texas would be the scrotum then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Texas is the scrot. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh huh.
And the South, like the redneck Riviera, is just the big long gooch of
Uh huh.
of the United States of America.
California is the butt because it just is getting high off its own farts.
Yep.
New York, and New Jersey
Indeed.
are definitely the armpit.
Yep. Good.
So you got a hat just going directly onto an armpit nearly.
Yeah. You know,
It's incredibly fucked up.
You know-
the United States.
yeah, we don't body shame here on this podcast. How dare you?
I wasn't body shaming.
body
I was
shame the
merely
United
doing like
States.
topography.
You know what? It sounds like you're making fun of the way that the United States puts on its hats. So, for shame.
I'm. You know
For
what?
shame.
Fuck the United States. I'll be the first to say it. I don't care what they think of me.
Controversial.
You know, no, that's the thing though, because when you body shame the United States, like, you know, it's not going to get its feelings hurt, but someone else who has their dick out in the Atlantic Ocean might, you know, listen. And,
Some
you know.
Floridian. It's definitely someone who's from Florida. Just
Well, fuck them. I can say that. I was born in Florida. You know, we deserve everything that's coming to us as Floridians.
you know, you still do have that Florida man
fucking-
energy to you, despite being a cowboy. You still have Florida man energy.
I can do both.
Uh-huh.
Watch me.
Yeah, Florida Cowboys. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh.
I don't know, folks, if you all know this, but today is Easter when we're recording. So happy Easter, everyone.
Happy fucking Easter. Yeah.
Yeah,
What do we
happy
all do for
Easter.
Easter?
I didn't do anything.
I did nothing for Easter.
Yeah.
Growing up, it was the one day of the year we went out for sushi.
It.
It's
Oh,
just what
nice.
we did. It was great.
That's an interesting.
That rules.
Yeah. No, it rocked. It was we saved
like
up
that a lot.
$100 so we can go out for sushi and then just get
Ooh,
an
that's
entire
some-
like surfboard full of sushi and eat it.
That's a good sushi.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking Easter tradition right there. I love that.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, being vegan, there's like nothing I can do to enjoy Easter, because like eggs.
Eggs, rabbits, raw fish.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. But the Pope has a very special announcement for us
Ooh.
on Easter.
Thank God,
And-
finally.
and-
I've been waiting. I've been waiting a while to hear the Pope's take on Easter.
And you know, as a
We
as a
learned the
cat-
true meaning.
I know, as a Catholic, I do have to listen to the Pope, but then ignore him. So
That's how it works, and then you feel bad about it, and that's what Catholicism is.
that 100%. So this comes from NPR. Thank you,
Accurate.
NPR, for letting us steal your article. In Easter message, Pope Francis urges broad access to vaccines. Good. And an end to conflicts. That's not a
Good.
bad thing.
Wow.
But
I mean,
hot take,
Wow.
hot take from the Pope.
I can't believe
Waiter.
the fucking Pope finally came out against war. What a brave stance.
I mean, it took the Catholic Church long enough.
right, breaking.
yeah, fair.
Breaking from the Pope. Please stop fighting. Oh God, why aren't you fighting?
I mean,
Like-
I'm just surprised he's asking for broads to have access to
Yeah,
vaccines.
that's true. Wait, but see, this is our progression.
Yeah, the Pope sits back in his fucking tracksuit, puts his hands up in a little arch in front of his big gold chain, and he says, "Hey fellas, get this. Broad access to vaccines, and it's just for the ladies." And he smokes his big fucking cigar.
Yep.
Because that's what the Pope talks like and looks like.
Yeah. I mean, he is. I believe he's ethnically Italian, so that at least does track.
Oh, well, fucking there we go. Yeah.
He's South American, but he's ethnically Italian.
Oh, yeah, so wait, so you're
Mhm.
telling me when they made a big deal about how it was the first South American Pope, they just picked, like, some guy who came there from Italy?
Right. I mean, they had his family came there from Italy. But like they had a string of German popes or like Central European popes, so that didn't really work out for them. I think they've had a couple African popes too, but like from Alexandria, so take that what you will. But yeah, the Pope comes out against conflict. That's great. A little too late, maybe. There has been some conflict because of the Catholic Church for about 2,000 years or so.
I think, historically, they have been the source of some.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on this, I'm not sure, but
I mean,
at least a little conflict.
just a smidgen.
Just as a treat.
But
Yeah, the Catholic Church can have a little crusade as a treat.
I love this part, though. Francis also strongly extends his support for young protesters in Myanmar who are opposing the military coups, increasing deadly demonstrations, and he urged an end to conflicts in Yemen and Syria. Now, Yemen and Syria, I get. I still am so confused about Myanmar because wasn't the coup like one fascist trying to coup another fascist? Wasn't that basically it? Like, I think that was basically it, and I was like, neither one of these are good.
Yeah, I'm honestly not. Oh my god, it's so much.
What's the Pope's role in the coup?
Yeah, do you understand why Americans don't focus on international politics? Because our own politics are confusing enough.
Well, and also, like, where am I going to get information about this? Like, I know there are places. I will do my best to find them. It's like, fuck.
CIA.gov is where you will get that information.
Right, exactly. I'm just like, is there
it.
not one website who can just deliver me the news and I can just trust at a base level?
No.
If you want to trust it at a base level, there's RT.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
I mean, it sucks that.
It's like it's sometimes good, sometimes.
I mean, it
As long
sucks
as they're
that
not
you're
talking about themselves.
Yeah,
They're getting it.
Your choices are RT, Al Jazeera, Democracy Now, and every fourth article from Vice.
Yeah, right. Vice, the place I occasionally see something and go, oh wow, maybe I should change my mind on them, and then I click on the link and I go, oh no.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
I
never
say,
mind.
oh
Yeah.
wow,
I mean,
I didn't know you could fit that many things up your butt.
It's especially funny. It's especially funny too that we're getting this article from NPR's website, because I was just gonna cite them as like the best for international news, because like I have them on a lot in the car because my aux cord's busted, and fucking it's good. It's good audio to like just like fucking totally dissociate to on your commute.
Ira Glass's voice is hypnotic.
Yeah, exactly. You just go into a hypnotic state, and 45 minutes and a couple dents later, boom, you're home. But like it's really funny because it'll be like just that total like it'll be a thing like locally about like, oh, here's something cool about like some like jazz musician who passed away, or like You know, here's like vaccines are rolling out in like a part of New Hampshire you've never heard of, you know. And then fucking just like out of nowhere, the most fucking full on like early 1900s yellow peril shit about China and how it's going to come to your house and piss on your fucking doorstep and oh look out. It's really good, y'all.
I feel like the Christian Science Monitor is also like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
What?
I have not read the Christian Science Monitor in a very long time, but it's a pretty good paper for the most part.
No, it is. It's a very good.
I don't trust.
Yeah.
I don't trust monitor lizards. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's
Especially not Christian Scientist ones.
I was about to say, I
that's
don't
fair.
trust any word of that title.
No, the Christian Science Monitor was started because Mary Baker Eddy, who is the discoverer and founder of Christian Science, wanted to not be like blasphemed in the papers, but then she realized that she couldn't really write everything herself, so like actual journalists started writing in there because they basically said, yeah, we will print stuff that other people just won't print that's controversial. You know, so a lot of really good stuff has come out of the Christian Science Monitor, but at the very end of every print edition, because I do believe they still do print editions, there's something about Christian Science being like, and guess what? We
That
don't believe in
fucking
vaccines.
rules.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I love that.
about to say, I don't hear anything good about Christian Science, and
No,
This is like if the fucking Weekly World News like turned into like fucking Edward Snowden or something. This rules.
well, this is
No,
just
yeah.
this is exactly what you said about RT.
yeah, I mean, the Christian Science Monitor
Yeah.
is completely secular except for the last page. Like
That's
it's
so
the
weird.
weirdest-
I still don't
Wow.
feel like I should trust it.
I mean,
Just giving you some weird whiplash.
I mean, a lot of this stuff, like some of the stuff that they do is like neoliberal and everything, but the Christian Science Monitor basically is not run by Christian Science. It just still has the name.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nifty.
Unlike
I
Mother,
learned a thing today on
Yeah.
this here podcast.
unlike Mother Jones, which is a joke to the actual Mother Jones.
I'm just going to the Christian.
Yeah.
you telling me a Mother Jones wrote this newspaper?
Huh.
All right. Well, we are gonna close with one final, very odd and disturbing story. Ugh.
Yeah, this guy not listening to the Pope, obviously.
Yeah, this
Gosh.
person not listening to the Pope at all. Not a Catholic, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lots of conflict in this incident. Lots of not access to vaccines, I assume.
When was this?
I don't know.
Last Tuesday. I was gonna say this person's probably not Catholic, but there's no holy day.
No, this reeks of Protestantism.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no holy day on Tuesday.
American
so
Protestantism.
That's fine. But Burger King customer opens fire through drive-through window over long wait time. Thank you, Fox News, for letting us steal your article.
Also, thank you
Yeah.
for your opening line being a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like a literal joke.
Oh
Literal-
my God.
Some people
Like, I
take
think-
the term fast food a little too literally.
My God.
Like,
Jesus.
sometimes I'll think to myself while we're doing this fucking show, like, oh man, we're kind of tasteful the way we sprinkle in jokes talking about a lot of this terrible shit. But like, this is like a real news website. Like, this is like their local fucking Fox channel.
See,
Uh,
Michael.
and it just opens with, yeah, like you said.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Michael Holland, the writer of this, is just trying out some goofs. He's thinking like, hey, maybe I could be, maybe I could try stand up if reporting doesn't work out, or maybe I can get on that fascist message board that Tucker Carlson gets all of his writers from, and maybe I can move up in this company.
Right. Well, no. This is.
He's really
There
working
you
on
go.
his he's working on his Babylon B packet.
Right. Well, this isn't. No, this isn't the local Fox affiliate. This is just literally you're just reporting something
Yeah.
from FoxNews.com. So like,
Yeah.
this isn't.
Oh, God,
this is
yeah,
starting
yeah,
with
you're
a
right.
joke. Like, this is the thing I have to clarify here is it's starting with a joke specifically because this is like the equivalent of a Fox News flavor of the week article. Like,
Right.
you go to like your local
Yeah.
paper and
So-
it's like
so here,
local
let me-
puppy captures balloon and likes it, and then they started off with a joke. The fascist version of that is just woman shoots fast food
Something
workers.
horrible happened. Here's a joke to start.
Yeah.
All right, let me put on my newsman fedora here for a second. The Memphis Police Department posted about the incident on Facebook, which occurred at a Burger King in Memphis on Tuesday, March 30th. According to the post, no arrests have been made and the investigation is ongoing. Witnesses reportedly said the woman was upset at how long the wait at the drive-thru was. Great reporting, Fox. She allegedly exited her vehicle and approached the window, where she began arguing with one of the workers. The woman then reportedly returned to her vehicle, which she was not the driver of, and retrieved a handgun. Authorities say she returned to the drive-thru window, leaned inside the restaurant, and fired the gun several times. The woman then returned to the car, which drove away from the scene.
Wait, did the car...
Luckily, of course, all these... there were no workers harmed in this hilarious incident. A little less hilarious if people were harmed. But,
Fox News would not... I fully believe the person who fired this gun in the restaurant did not intend to hit anyone, just wanted to fucking, put the scare into some people who were pissing her off, and Fox News is just reporting it like, oh, luckily no one was hurt. I just fully believe that is a thing you would do.
I mean, yeah. I feel
like that's possible.
I mean, coming from this, this is like the number one news, number one watched news program in America is Fox News, and they can't even get it together to edit this properly, because the way that Bo read that last sentence, that it made it sound like the car drove away all by itself. The woman just happened to be in the car, but it might, to be fair, it could have been a Tesla. I don't know.
The car drove away.
Well,
from
she
the
also
scene
wasn't
immediately into a wall.
And it exploded twice.
Then the battery, yeah, exactly. The battery just whoosh.
Oh, it looks like it was.
She wasn't the
sedan.
driver.
Yep, it looks like it was a gray
Yeah.
sedan.
So, a lot of this article
definitely
is
not.
very good. But we've decided to give y'all an extra little treat here to cap off this episode, which is a reading of the enlightening and fucking revealing discourse taking place in the comments here.
Yeah, we're all gonna try our best
God.
Alexander Edward impressions right now. Minion Death Cult.
Yeah, welcome to
wait,
Mini Death Cult.
Wait,
Mini Death.
before we do this, I just have one thing to
Yes.
say. Did she get her?
Yeah, did she
meal?
get her order?
Did
Did she get that Impossible
It
Whopper?
doesn't.
She
It doesn't
fucking
say
better
whether she
have.
got any of that shit. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Also,
It doesn't seem like she
also,
did.
Minion Death Cult, please come back on the show. We love you.
You handsome gentlemen.
Yes.
Both of yous. Fucking yeah. So yeah. Who would like to go first? Just kind of check in with these wonderful people here in the Fox News comment section.
I'd like to start with the very first one that jumps out, the second comment on my screen.
Mhm.
From we I have one here from 1 ping yes, 2 pings no, posted 2 hours ago. So this is very recent content from when I'm reading it. We have
This is cutting edge.
yeah, quote ... employees at the restaurant fled through a rear door and were unharmed, end quote. That demonstrates that the employees can move quickly if they want to, so why the long wait?
Oh my god.
Jesus. Like boomer shit. Pure boomer shit.
Right, literally, I would also pull the gun and shoot at the workers if they didn't do it fast enough.
Yeah. Like, wow. Great. Good. Good. Great.
Here's this from Websterminator in response to someone saying that the issue is that, like, in America we kind of fly off the handle a little too much. They replied to 66 previous replies. It is if they're
Like I said, discourse.
yeah, it is if they're black. We owe them. We need to make reparations by allowing them to do anything they want. Read sarcastically.
Oh God.
Well, thank you for the tone indicators there. Wouldn't want anybody misreading this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, fuck yeah. I mean, that would be actually some pretty fucking rad reparations. Where it's just like, yeah, just do your fucking thing.
Just
like
shoot up
you deserve it.
Yeah, just shoot up McDonald's.
I mean, fuck, it's the least we could do.
Oh, Jesus.
After gestures broadly at the state of the country.
Oh man, there's some good ones in here. We've got North Atlantic Islander 290, black privilege in action.
Oh my god.
What?
No free lunch has to say lady had a shitty car.
Oh, this is some real dumb guy shit. And Burger King buns are considered white bread, so that will have to change soon too.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, like these people think they're fucking, like you said, it's Babylon Bee shit. And this is the tryouts, is the fucking comment section here.
Yeah, a lot of them are just like, so, like, BLM,
Just straight up
right?
racism, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm skipping
Yeah.
over a lot that are just about genetics and phrenology. Like, I cannot
Yeah.
tell you how many I'm skipping over.
This is a good one. This is peak boomer shit. Most places still have carryout, and the few times I've done fast food, I've found that to actually be much quicker than drive-through. Then again, that requires a little extra self-motivation to actually get out of your car and walk into the restaurant under the strength of your own two legs. Like, really just fucking just... Like, the arm that this commenter is using to jerk themselves off with must just be fucking so swole, because they're clearly doing it a lot. Like, not only is it the few times they've done fast food, like, it's like, oh, okay, cool. But the little extra self-motivation under the strength of your own two legs, fuck off, buddy.
God, I have no
what
idea
I love about
how...
this... But go ahead.
I was gonna say I have no idea how Alex and Tony do this every week, because I just saw two of the worst comments that I could think of right now. Gary Wally 57 says Shanae wanted some Whoppers for the tribe at home. Know what I'm saying? We do. Your incredibly racist comment was.
We know exactly what you're saying, and like, Jesus Christ. That's the kind of dude who owned copies of that Dr. Seuss book they retracted before it got, like, fucking quote-unquote canceled.
Uh-huh.
Like, he was, like, a big fan of the, like, you know, fucking... Oh, man, that sucks.
Ugh.
Yikes. Oh my god.
Yeah, just lots and lots of people referring to the 13%. And I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with this
Oh,
one.
love that.
13% of the population is black, but
Okay, yeah. So
It's-
they're using
it's the
so they're
old
using
1350.
13% in order to like get through like whatever filters would exist on other sites than Fox News.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is actually a good one. Burger King competitors can start an ad campaign that advertises their drive-thru as faster than a speeding bullet. So that's actually funny.
That one's funny.
Good job, CPOSW Steve 727.
Way to go.
I have
did
one
it.
here
Yeah.
from X74 that says, quote, retrieved a black handgun, end quote, ... No arrests made. We have a clear description of the gun, but not much else on the shooter? Like, there's a picture of the person in this article, and they're sitting there being like, wow, describing the gun instead of the person who actually kills with the gun.
Oh,
Like,
god.
Like, these are so stupid. When VP Harris was asked for comment, she said, this is what happens after years of systemic racism. And the lamestream media agreed. Like, literally, so I on Twitter, I've posted a couple times about a coworker of mine who, like, he's just, like, a dumb guy who, like, you know, by virtue of being white, I don't think has ever really, like, thought about anything in his life. And he'll constantly, like, make jokes, quote unquote, that are the most non-joke fucking things. Like, he'll, like, be talking about his plans for, like, what he's gonna do this weekend, and then tack on at the end of that is if I don't get canceled by the woke mob. And, like, that's the fucking same exact thing here in this comment section. It's just so fucking smooth-brained. I love it.
Oh god, yeah.
I
Yikes.
am so sorry that you all had to sit through that.
Yeah, I'm still just scrolling through them.
But
Yeah, there's a lot of bad AAV going
Yeah.
on in there.
Yeah,
like
like not even, like, you know, recent kinds of, like,
this is
racist parody of AAVE, but, like 90s shit.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's like airplane like jive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like earlier than the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
There are quite a bit of usernames that have retired in the name.
Yeah, I was literally looking at one just here, retired paleontologist.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I'm also seeing a lot, actually, retired paleontologist, if I may, says it was most likely a stolen gun. That, and since it was a stolen gun, neither she nor boyfriend filled out background check form. no gun law or proposed gun law would have prevented this. There's just a lot of people making up a story about how a gun law couldn't have prevented this from happening.
Like, that wasn't reported, sweetie.
Yeah, none of it was.
Yeah.
One of the commenters here, their username is ContraCat Meows. So, y'all, Contra's canceled again. Sorry.
God damn it, Natalie.
Which actually it fits. It's a weirdly poetic, but also just like heinously racist one. What else can you expect from weeds that have been allowed to flourish among the flowers? The flowers are going to slowly be choked off by the weeds. No doubt about it, unless something is done about the weeds. It's like, yes, your great replacement thing with like a fucking analogy a third grader came up with is very clever. Yeah.
I say I'm gonna take this in a new direction and say it's actually about workers being menaced by entitled patrons, and the workers will absolutely rise up against them soon.
You know what? There you go, Charlie. I thank you for being
put this in like a
positive
weird
about
like class reductionist Facebook group and get the exact same comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Wow.
Great.
All right.
Good.
So
Good fucking discourse, Fox News comment section. Thank you for your contribution. Your check's in the mail.
thank you.
Someone
this is
here's
where-
a commenter who just wishes us happy Easter, friends.
Happy Easter, one and all.
And to all, a good night. If you've made it this far, you're a true comrade. Thanks to Ian, Caleb, Kenzo, Jack, Ted, Alan, Broobs, Brady, Lizzie, the brilliant Dr. Fly, Ian, John, Alex, Olive, Jorge, Richard, Dr. Sophia, Alan, Tyler, Abby, Malwin, Eli, Rufus, not a mole rat, Ryan, David, Bite Size Podcast, Tim, Scott, Reverend Lawn Gnome Hollywood, and the Warlock Phosphorus. You all keep this podcast a-going. If you'd like a shout out, please join our Patreon at patreon.com/Psychic Dolphin Garage. And let us know how you liked our latest Patreon exclusive episode, as well as all of our other Patreon exclusive content. If you'd like to become a patron, we have tiers at $10, $5, and $1 a month, so you can spend that extra $4 on a bail fund, or just on yourself if you'd like. Either way, we love you all, and thanks. So that is it for our episode. Thank you all so much for listening. Caleb, let us know again where we could find you.
Yeah, I'm Caleb. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube as ASMRxist, ASMRxist. I do ASMR stuff and also just Twitch stream politics stuff. It's not all ASMR.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks so much. We loved you having... I'm like Zach now. We loved having you on here. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks.
You're always great in our Twitch chats too. We love having you in there.
We're so grateful you're there.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Bo, don't agree as if you know.
I've been around a Twitch chat or two in my time. You know,
I'm just busting your balls, Bo.
Sometimes my internet works on fucking non-Amish levels. All right.
Yeah, you put your cats in a wheel, and they're the ones that charge the battery for the home.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, since you're already here, everyone listening to us, please check out our Patreon for a free Signal sticker pack that I created. There's a bunch of art that I made that you could discuss your friends and families with, as long as they all also use Signal. So you probably should be using it. It's slightly safer for now. So why don't you go ahead and use that? Dolphins and Garages has debuted. Go ahead and check it out. It's on Spotify, Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, a whole bunch of other stuff. Just look up Dolphins and Garages. You'll probably find this podcast, but also our D&D podcast, which Bo, Charlie, and I have a lot of fun doing. I honestly, it's so much fun.
Yeah, if you want to listen to us clack on our dice together, fucking that's the place to go.
Yeah, Dennis just bought me dice, and so one day I'm gonna clack them together for real.
Yep. And I gotta send them out to everyone. But I was gonna send them out along with my my little tube of piss, but I didn't want to get them mixed up. So
Classic mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, I just received a tube labeled anal.
I know. Actually, you'd be pretty excited for that. Don't lie.
All right, I can swab anything I want now.
But yeah, please go check out our Patreon because we also have Quick Hits, which is hosted by Kelton, which is an incredibly funny show that he does with guests from all over the internet, just making fun riffs and jokes. It is honestly a really good 45 minutes, just laughing the entire time. And check out our streams. We stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and sometimes we don't stream on any of those days. Just be sure to check our Twitter.
Just to keep you on your toes,
Yeah, that's how you know that we love you.
Yeah.
And finally, our last plug, go check out our Redbubble. Again, I've made art, and it's you could buy some very disgusting things, like a shirt that just says "Powered by Cum." Don't you want a shirt that says "Powered by Cum"? Or don't you want a shirt that has just an eggplant emoji on it? It's just an eggplant emoji, folks. It's nothing else.
Gonna really corner that DDLG podcast listening market.
Yeah. And also there's
which stands for Dolphin, Ligma, Godolphin.
Garage. Yeah.
Garage. That's a million times better than the dumb thing I said. Thank you.
Yeah. There's also Dolphins and Garages merch.
I
on
liked
there, too.
Godolphin.
I would love to lick a Godolphin.
Ligma Godolphin.
I heard that's how you get high.
Danish news correspondent, Ligma Godolphin. All right. I'm done.
And a Godolphin to
done.
you.
All right.
And a Godolphin to one and all.
And to all, a
Take
good
it
night.
home.
All right, everyone. Bye.
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 Let's live and learn.
Hey, Knuckles, it's Sonic.
I'm late for school. I have to get to school now. He did not like any class very much that was not about running and going fast, which is what Sonic does best. Hey, Amy, said Sonic, check me out. And Sonic did a dance move.
Wow, cool, let's kiss. Rouge was telling me about the problems with your balls and penis and butthole that everyone found out about in your English class.
I'm gonna take a sip of beer.
This is not an audiobook. God. I am always here for you. The prom is tonight also.
Wow, I forgot. Sonic grabbed Tails' hand and said, let's go, and ran all the way to the prom, which was on an island called Ghost Island. Ha ha ha, Sonic and Tails. Now you are both here and fallen right into my trap. Eggman, why are you here? I kissed Amy, and now you can never date her again because I'm going to do sex to her tonight. This sucks! And curse words, too.
Want to hear more Sonic High School? Check out patreon.com/psychic-dolphin-garage.
Welcome, dear listener, to Dolphins and Garages, starring Charlie as Draws the Tinkering Construct,
I have no need of soup. We will be on our way.
Bo as Isham Amerlagon, the Roguish Bugbear,
Show me on this diagram where the fuck I asked.
Dennis as Berry Picker, the soft-hearted furbolg barbarian. I just get angry sometimes. It's okay, though, right? And Artemis as the Dungeon Master.
Roll intimidation, all three of you.
That's a nat 20!
22.
5?
Be the first to listen to new episodes of Dolphins and Garages on patreon.com/Psychic Dolphin Garage. We'll see you in the garage.
Howdy, y'all. Don't forget to follow our link tree in the show notes to discover new things like our Discord, social media platforms, and all the places where you can listen to our podcast. Word of mouth is the best way to introduce us and other leftist creators to friends, family, coworkers, your AA buddies. Community is about more than hot takes online. And if you want to support our efforts, you can donate to us at patreon.com/psychic-dolphin-garage, which is spelled how it sounds. Hope to see you on the stream tonight. Enjoy this music by JJD.
How the fuck I still got a full head of hair? Not a single gray. Fuck the cops, family first, every single day. Bringing a charm when I ring the alarm. My arms got a box cutter insignia. We gotta abolish ICE, we gotta abolish ICE, abolish it. No need to apologize, the Holocaust apologists. For no reason we colonized the land and put up monuments. Dope needles, dollar signs to go upstairs and astonish. I hope there'll be a punishment. I really wanna get bloody. I really wanna stand in judgment of anybody taking money from anybody in the struggle. Anybody on a budget. Poor people getting 10 to 20 for some dumb shit. Corporations incorporating a bloodlet. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words.